Ukrainians are increasingly worried about U.S. support as President Donald Trump described Volodymyr Zelenskyy as a, quote, dictator without elections. The Ukrainian constitution allows for skipping an election during times of war.
President Trump appears to be reversing American policy of isolating Russia. NBC's Richard Engel reports from eastern Ukraine.
Ukraine's president as a con man who is fleecing the United States in billions of U.S. aid and as a dictator who rules without elections. But for this country, this is far more than just a war of words. Ukraine depends on the United States for support to stop Russian attacks and to defend the population, to defend cities like this one, which are often attacked by Russian troops. In fact, here in the city of Kharkiv, there was a Russian attack not far from here just overnight, in which at least 2 Ukrainian civilians were killed, according to local officials. President Trump says he believes that Russia will negotiate in good faith an end to this conflict here, but Ukrainians are not convinced about his motivations, the motivations of Vladimir Putin. They are feeling abandoned by the United States at a very sensitive time for them while Russia is continuing to attack. Ukrainians are watching what President Trump is saying, what President Trump is saying about President Zelenskyy, what Trump is saying about Russia and Putin, and the fact that these negotiations started with talks with the Russian side. It all makes the Ukrainians very nervous that they are being abandoned by President Trump and that the United States is turning their backs on them.
That's Richard Engel reporting. President Trump's envoy to Ukraine and Russia met with President Zelenskyy in Kyiv today. President Zelenskyy had addressed his people before the meeting, saying that it was crucial that the meeting be constructive. It's not clear how it went, though, as a news conference scheduled for after the meeting was canceled at the request of U.S. officials.